Hello, I'm Lara Kulchersan and this is Newsfeed, your dose of what people are talking about online. Social media can't seem to escape the ongoing clash between actress Blake Lively and director-actor Justin Baldoni. It all started with criticism of Lively's casting as Lily Bloom, the costume choices, and how the movie It Ends With Us depicted domestic violence. Now, it spiraled into a heated showdown online, with Baldoni, Lively, and their supporters trading blows. And that was all before Colleen Hoover's best-selling novel made its way to the big screen. Once it did, the drama only ballooned, especially as the public noticed the cast's quiet distance from Baldoni, who also played the love interest turned villain Ryle Kincaid.
Nice.
During the press tour, criticism of Lively grew, and old interviews where she came across as rude resurfaced online.
Fans are criticizing Lively online for her tone-deaf approach to doing press for her most recent film, It Ends With Us.
So grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it.
People have called out Lively for promoting the film with such a lighthearted tone, as well as choosing to promote her new hair care line in the process. Amid the criticism, a Norwegian journalist posted a clip from a 2016 interview of Lively being rude while answering questions.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
The clip went viral, and people have equated her behavior to that of a high school bully.
Meanwhile, Justin Baldoni seemed to thrive. His solo press tours, focusing on the serious message of the film, earned him praise and even an award for being an ally to women. But that award has since been revoked after a bombshell lawsuit. On Tuesday, Blake Lively accused Baldoni of harassment and orchestrating a PR smear campaign to ruin her reputation.
Blake Lively and other cast and crew, quote, experienced invasive, unwelcome, unprofessional, and inappropriate behavior by Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath.
He purposely leaked stories to the media to suggest that Blake Lively was to blame. They actually used a subcontractor out of Texas who weaponized a digital army of bots to flood the comment sections of videos that were painting Blake Lively in a negative light, to influence the way that the public was perceiving the situation, and eventually cause an organic pile-on that initially started as an artificial one.
Hours after Lively's federal lawsuit was filed in New York, Baldoni and other defendants sued the New York Times. They accused Lively and the Times of running their own smear campaign and are seeking $250 million in damages. The Times has denied the claims, saying they stand by their reporting and will vigorously defend against the lawsuit. Baldoni also plans to file his own countersuit against Lively in January. This saga shows the darker side of social media's cancel culture, where carefully planted rumors, bots, and viral theories can quickly sway public opinion.
When a trend or a wave takes over social media, you can never really know to what extent it was manufactured as opposed to organic.
It's like really messing with my head because I'm like, oh my God, like, I understand the power of social media and how there are people at the top with loads of money that can control what we see.
It's just made me further realize the importance of being skeptical of the predominant narratives on social media and being skeptical of my own mind and doing self-analysis on my own thoughts to really understand if what I'm experiencing really is free will or if I'm mistaking that for something else, such as our thoughts and perceptions being secretly manipulated beyond the conscious scene of what we actually see.
As the inauguration of US President-elect Donald Trump nears, tech giants are rushing to ensure favorable relations with his administration. Meta has shaken things up and promoted prominent Republican Joel Kaplan as Chief Global Affairs Officer. He replaces Nick Clegg, who's stepping down after 7 years at the company. Another longtime Meta executive with a background in Republican politics, Kevin Martin, will take over Kaplan's old job running global policy. The company seeks to mend fences with a leader, Trump, who railed against its approach to political content and even threatened to imprison its chief executive, Mark Zuckerberg. Meta was among the tech giants which donated $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund. On Tuesday, Elon Musk, another tech chief who's even closer to Trump, created a stir on X. And all because he changed his name to Kekius Maximus. Of course, there was widespread speculation as to why he chose that name, with an image of Pepe the Frog. Some said it suggested links to far-right groups, while Maximus sounds like the name of a gladiator. Kekius Maximus is also the name of a cryptocurrency based on a popular online meme. While Elon Musk seems to have reverted to Elon Musk, the stunt had a major impact on his 210 million followers, as well as the tech and business streets.
If you're playing the Elon Musk game, yeah, there are some wins there. But for the most part, you know, he has a relationship with crypto in which he is pumping what he wants to pump.
So much so that when Musk updated his profile picture to that of Pepe the Frog, a popular cartoon character wearing ancient Roman attire and holding a video game controller, the markets reacted. The change roiled the cryptocurrency world, sending the value of a meme coin, a digital cryptocurrency inspired by an internet meme with the same name, skyrocketing up to 2,600% by Wednesday.
So such actions by Musk are often seen as reflective of his personality, which is known for engaging in meme culture and also having a sense of humor that resonates with online communities. I personally think it's good to have humor, but it indirectly encourages the Gen Z towards gambling on meme coins. And personalities like Musk, they have a great presence and influence. I think they need to be careful what they're spreading online.
Looks like it's a rocky start to 2025 for TikTok. Albania has banned the app for a year, Venezuela has hit it with a $10 million fine, and it's fighting for its survival in its biggest market, the United States. The Albanian ban was imposed after a 14-year-old teen was stabbed by a classmate after a quarrel that started on social media. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama accused TikTok of inciting violence and bullying, especially among children.
Authorities then went on to hold about 1,300 meetings with teachers and parents and everything to discuss the matter. Then there were some minors who then went onto the app making videos supporting the unaliving of the one boy, and this sort of fueled as well the decision. The Prime Minister of Albania said, "The problem today is not our children, the problem today is us, the problem today is our society, the problem today is TikTok and all others that are taking our children hostage." The opposition party in Albania is against the ban, saying the dictatorial decision to close the social media platform TikTok is a grave act against freedom of speech and democracy.
In imposing the fine on TikTok, Venezuela says the platform is not doing enough to prevent the spread of deadly viral videos. 3 children aged between 12 and 14 have died and over 300 injured after taking part in challenges like taking tranquilizers and sniffing substances. Apps like TikTok have come under scrutiny across the world. European nations, including France, Germany, and Belgium, have also imposed social media restrictions on children. And in a few months' time, a complete social media ban for under 16s comes into effect in Australia. Brazil has become the latest country to ban smartphones in schools, citing young people's over-reliance on devices and mental health concerns. The decision comes into effect when the academic year starts in the coming days and is supported by more than 80% of the adult population. The final days of 2024 witnessed a surge in aviation incidents, raising serious questions about global aviation safety. During the course of the year, 318 fatalities were recorded in several major air accidents. The last week of 2024 saw 2 crashes along with multiple emergency landings. The most tragic incident took place on December 29 in South Korea when a Jeju Air Boeing 737 crashed in Muan County, resulting in 179 deaths. These events have left many shaken and anxious about flying. While social media is intensifying fears, experts continue to reassure passengers that air travel remains one of the safest modes of transport. To understand how the aviation industry responds to such incidents, a pilot sheds light on how meticulous crash investigations ensure ongoing safety.
The country in which the accident happened will have an investigative board come together, and that board can invite parties to this investigation, things like the aircraft manufacturers, maybe an engine manufacturer, things of that nature. In order to piece all of this together, they'll secure the crash site, investigate it, see what they can determine on the ground, as well as look for the aircraft black boxes, which are the flight data recorders, the cockpit voice recorders. Flight data recorder streams information second by second to what's going on board the airplane. The cockpit voice recorder, of course, records conversations between the pilots. They will then piece together piece by piece to figure out exactly what happened, and a preliminary report will come out. That takes months for it to actually be released of exactly what happened. Now, of course, this is not an exhaustive list, but it's just a very quick piece of what you can expect.
Whether for conscious shopping, minimalism, or budget reasons, second-hand clothing has become increasingly popular. Many shoppers around the world use apps like Depop and Vinted. But these platforms are flooded with scammers. A survey of hundreds of buyers and sellers found that Depop has the highest scam risk, with over half of buyers and a quarter of sellers reporting fraud, while Vinted had fewer cases.
I got scammed on Depop, you guys. Is this a common occurrence? Because I bought a $70 dress. Listen, it was originally over $200, so it was a good deal. And I was shocked. It was a scam because the second I bought it, the person deleted their account. And so I'm sure Depop is gonna refund me, but I have to wait a week before it doesn't show up, and then they can do something about it. Like, there's no way to just immediately be like, hey, they immediately deleted their account after I bought this dress.
I got scammed on Vinted while buying a Vivienne Westwood beret, and let me tell you what happened so it won't happen to you. I've been wanting this beret for a while now, and when I saw it pop up on Vinted for a good price, I saw my chance. So I went ahead and I bought it, but something felt off, and upon closer inspection, I noticed that the logo was looking kind of wonky, so I did some digging. And what I found shocked me, because you can buy the exact same beret on AliExpress for less than €2. Turns out this seller is a professional scammer. Luckily, I did get my money back, but the part that really annoys me is that Vinted won't do anything about this scammer. Every time I report their listings on Vinted, their listings disappear before Vinted can investigate.
And of course, the internet is not short on advice on how to avoid scammers.
So one of the most common scams is someone pretending to be Depop support messaging you, telling you to click a link outside of the app. Depop will never ever tell you to verify anything or pay any sort of money outside of the app. It's all done within the app. Another really common scam is when buyers say a parcel just hasn't been delivered, and the only way to counter this is if you send it with tracked shipping, and the buyer will automatically be able to see the tracking from the moment you ship your parcel. When a buyer will buy your item and say if that item can be delivered to a different address from what's on the sales receipt, do not do this. You always have to ship an item directly to the same address than what's on the receipt. Another really common scam is when buyers say the item is not as described and they want a refund. What I like to do to stop this from happening is take really clear photos of the whole garment.
And with those solid tips on how to avoid a scam, that's our show. Find our latest stuff on YouTube and do subscribe to our channel. See you soon.